So basically, Exodus is a multi-currency wallet. It handles Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of the ERC20 tokens, as well as several others, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, desktop app, iOS and Android, and a very simple interface. The navigation is easy. It's basically got three categories. You have a portfolio, which shows all of your currencies that you have in your wallet. You've got the wallet, which can send and receive any cryptos that you have in the wallet, and an exchange that offers different tokens. There's also apps that are right inside of the Exodus wallet as well, and that I'll show in a short period of time. So basically, this is all done within the Exodus interface. So the wallet security on Exodus is 12 words seed. You can log in with just an email account. So there's no KYC unless you choose to do so. So basically, you're running a wallet that's somewhat incognito, so to speak. So login password protection. So basically, once you do your 12-word seed, you also have a password protection. Again, always back up your seed in a safe place. Don't store it on as a digital interface. So private key storage. Exodus stores all your private keys right on the device. So if you have it on your phone or on your laptop, your keys are stored on that device. It's a light.
Sorry. So in saying that, then, if I have Exodus on my phone and it's storing my private keys also on my phone, if someone gets a hold of my phone,
There is a possibility of being hacked.
okay, okay,
Right.
yep,
And that goes with pretty much any
yeah,
device wallet. Exodus is a light wallet, meaning it doesn't have full blockchain held on the unit itself. So anything like a core wallet would hold all of the information. This does not. So it's a lot faster. Everything loads relatively quickly. Install is quick. Blockchain doesn't reside on the local computer. It's compatible with Windows, Apple, iOS, and yeah, that's about it there. The Trezor wallet integration. So basically, Trezor is a hardware device I have here. We can pass them around to show these to you. This is what it looks like out of the box. This is a box. This is the new Trezor key. So you guys can take a look. That's what they look like for whoever does not have one.
Can I just interject there, Wayne, just for a minute?
Yeah.
If you buy a Trezor, we give you a free case with it. So we've got one for the original Trezor, the Model T, as well as the Nano S and X. Sorry, you're not talking about those. Oh, and we'll help you set it up. $80.
That's a nice pack.
So Trezor is basically one of the best wallets, I think, for a hardware wallet. I haven't actually used the ledger, so I don't know if anyone here has the ledger and
It's
is using it.
complex.
Pardon me?
It's very complex.
It's complex.
Well, I'm not very technical savvy, so.
Okay, so once you have your Trezor linked in, you've got the beautiful interface of the Exodus wallet. I'll be showing all of that here. We're just going to run an overview first of what the Exodus is capable of. So basically, Exodus is a publicly traded company. On one of their apps, you can buy the shares right through the Exodus account. I think they're trading at $15 today, and they have a market cap of about $500 billion. So Exodus has wallet security, which is the password protection. When you first log in, your password protection, so make sure you have a decent password going in. If you get hacked with it, it's like any wallet. People could take your coins. It also has an automatic lock after you either close your machine or after a period of time. Now all this can be done in the settings. So it currently supports over 100 cryptocurrencies. So these are the apps that Exodus has. So basically Exodus shares, which I talked about a little earlier, where you can buy, purchase Exodus stock. You have the FTX exchange, which is really cool, as FTX is like a fast-growing exchange right now. Anything that you trade on FTX will show up on your Exodus wallet. So if you have $10,000 in FTX, that will show up in your portfolio. You also have NFTs, and the only NFTs right now that are currently supported are on the Solana network, and they're soon to be taken off the iOS app. For whatever reason, Apple does not like NFTs. So that's coming off shortly. You have compound finance, which is done right now through with DAI coin, and the compound finance I think is at 3.5%. And SportX, which is sports betting. I'm not a sports guy, so I haven't even opened that up yet.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I can buy, swap, trade all kinds of coins, 100 up to 115, right in my Exodus office.
Correct.
Exodus office.
Correct.
Exodus. Okay.
Okay, so the Exodus rewards, you can do staking right in Exodus.
On the Solana chain only?
No,
Oh,
no, there's several.
You
So
can do with 88.
these are the reward programs. So you've got Solana, you've got Algorand that's getting you just a little more than a bank interest rate. All of these are available. Ontology is really cool because it's like sitting at $0.50 right now and it's collecting almost 20%. Ontology has gone up to about $2.50 since last year, so with everything going down, it's been down. So all of these are, when you buy the coins, some of them are staked automatically. With Solana, you have to physically stake it, and to unstake it, it takes 2 days to unstake.
is it hot or cold staking? You have to have the wallet open for it to stake?
Pardon me?
You have to have the wallet open for the staking to happen?
No, once you stake it,
Okay.
it starts to stake, but it's a 2-day cooldown period. So if you want to trade your coins, you have to unstake them and wait 2 days. So, as I was suggesting with the NFT apps, currently only supports the Solana NFTs. So these are some of the ones that I've done on Solana. These are all NFTs. So these were done through Soul Art.
Are these your own?
Yeah. So from
That's
Soul,
him.
Yeah, that's him.
I recognize Crazy Man.
from Soul Art, you can bring them directly into your wallet.
So you're using your Exodus wallet to do this?
No, I'm using the Exodus wallet to bring them in. So basically, Exodus wallet is holding these particular NFTs. So once you have the NFTs in your Exodus wallet, you can share the link or you can send out to another link. So if you're sending, you just like sending a coin, you would put the wallet address in and then press send. So the pros and cons of Exodus wallet. Pros are you retain your own private keys. So it's not like Crypto Wallet as an example, crypto.com. You don't have those private keys. Somebody else has those private keys. So really important, especially with some of the talks that we were talking about today. we want to hold our private keys in a great wallet for you to basically hold all of your coins in. It holds multiple currencies, in-app crypto exchange. You've got a wonderful interface. It's newbie friendly. It's very, very simple to use. It's a desktop mobile app, and the Trezor integration is incredible. There's no KYC or it's just an email registration. Cons of it, high transaction fees. Like most wallets, if you're using internal exchanges, they make money on the exchange. So I haven't found the exchange rates that high, but they are there. And it doesn't allow manual transaction fees. So if you're sending, you can't adjust the gas fees.
Can you adjust even like high, medium, low, or it's just what it is?
Just what it is.
What do they pick? Do they always pick the high fee?
That I'm not sure.
Okay.
Fees and transactions I've done aren't terribly high at pennies.
Okay.
Doesn't allow two-factor authorization, so you can't have like an SMS or Google Authenticator, and it doesn't support multi-signatures. And it's not as secure as some wallets, such as the Trezor. And the integration with the Trezor makes this unique because any of the, like you can use this, and I do on a daily basis, any incoming funds that the Trezor doesn't allow, I can use on my Exodus wallet. Anything that can be supported through the Trezor, you could send directly from using your Exodus wallet, open up your Trezor without your Trezor being available. So we'll talk about the Trezors now. Now it supports both the Trezor 1, which is the bottom one, and the top one is the Trezor T, which was around the room. So basically, Trezor, wonderful security settings. You've got randomly generated recovery seed. Their seed is 24 word seed. You have a user created pin and a passphrase feature. Now, what happens here is when you buy a Trezor, your 24 seed is randomly generated. You then create a user pin that's 9 digits. And on top of that, you can have a passphrase, which is really, really secure, but it gives you 3 levels of forgetfulness.
It's a good way of putting it.
So,
Which happens.
Yes.
you want to be careful with
passphrase.
using a password feature. If you're using these two, you have sufficient sufficient passwords. So basically, Trezor's open source architecture. Anyone who knows anything about programming or knows somebody who can program can take a look and see what's involved in the Trezor architecture. So it's open source. You can create upon it like Exodus did with integrating into it. You can also use use it as a full node on the Electrum wallet. So anyone who is familiar with Electrum, Electrum runs a full node which has the full ledger capability of like the blockchain ledger into the Electrum wallet. Electrum only does Bitcoin. So if you want security with Trezor and Electrum, that's another level that you may want to look into. So basically it's third-party integration, open source technology. Again, the examples of this are integration with MyEther wallet and GPG encryption, which is an algorithm for encrypting wallets. So the Trezor supports many different coins. Some of them, it does not support, depending on which one you get. The Trezor 1 does not support Cardano as an example, and Trezor T does. And Exodus is like the stepping stone of some of the other technologies that is not supported with Trezor. And rule of thumb when investing, on my mind of thinking, anything that's supported on the Trezor is probably worthwhile investment. Trezor's done their homework on many levels that are way beyond my understanding.
Sorry, Wayne, the Trezor website is actually really good. It does list out what coins are held on the original Trezor and what coin is held on the Trezor T. So if you're interested, take a look at it, because there's like 1,600 new coins or something that's on the T,
Yeah.
right?
It's lots,
That's
for
what
sure,
Will just said.
for sure.
And Trezor doesn't accept Binance, but I use the Trezor with my Binance through my MetaMask.
Right, yeah, Trezor is supported with MetaMask as well.
Yeah.
Right, it's got tremendous amount of adaptability with many wallets. That's another, MetaMask is a whole nother level. It's a very different wallet technology, and for MetaMask, you're going to want to have that as well if you're doing anything with NFTs. Like I said, with this integration, you can only do Solana right now with Exodus, and Trezor does not support NFTs unless you're doing it with the MetaMask wallet. So basically, with Exodus integration with Trezor, in your devices on the Exodus, you would be able to sync your device, which would be your iPhone or your Android device, as well as detect your Trezor. So prior to detecting a Trezor, when you first set it up, you're going to have to use Trezor Suite, which is their own technology for setting up and viewing all of your transactions. Once that's done, you could close Trezor Suite, detect your wallet on Exodus, and Exodus will do the rest. So you really don't need Trezor Suite after that.
After you initialize it.
Yeah, so basically your initial startup would be to select the devices. Now, here shows the power of what this can do. So basically these icons here are each Exodus accounts. So this is my main Exodus account as an example. So we've got it written as Cabo San Lucas, and I've done them in cities just to show you what is possible. So each of these could be a name, what have you, for having your grandchild have an account. So you can set up as many Exodus accounts which are residing on the Exodus wallet. Each of these are Trezors. So when you set up a Trezor, you have your word seed. Once that's set up and you create the name of it, you can wipe that device and create another account as many times as you want. So you only really need one Trezor to do many. So once all of this is set up, basically you have the black Trezor that here is empty. And this one set up all of those. So each of the word seeds is now hidden. So as an example, if you have someone in Helsinki that sets up their Trezor and you set it up on the Exodus, you have full control over that account. What you don't have control over is spending the money. You can send, but you can't spend until you actually plug it in physically and then spend.
So to clarify, I can buy, I can do stuff on Exodus, I can send it to Trezor, it'll lock it into Trezor without taking my Trezor out.
Correct.
But I can't take it out to spend unless I pull out the Trezor.
Correct.
That's every man's dream.
So
Keep
basically,
money from his wife.
it's great for saving, it's great for, like, one of the things that you can't do with the Trezor suite is you can only keep your Trezor suite open for so long. Once it's closed, you have to plug in your Trezor again and reopen that suite to see your accounting. This has your accounting on it all the time.
Whether the Trezor's plugged in or not, yeah.
Yes. So it's just basically residing on the blockchain. So now here's your home. So from here, you could see all of your different wallets that are hooked up. If you go in to see your portfolios, it'll show you all of them. And you can create new portfolios on top of that. So if you create a new portfolio, it'll bring you into this screen, and this will be a new Exodus wallet. And that's the presentation. So now I'm going to show you if I can find it. Oh, that's my fault.
Oh. Did you see that video? There's a video on YouTube, a guy hacking another guy's Trezor.
Yes.
Because he lost his PIN number, and he had
Yes.
$2 million in something on it. He wanted to get off.
Yeah.
And so the guy figured out how to hack it, and he did.
Yeah.
And they got rescued, found the PIN, was able to
Wow,
rescue the $2 million.
But
The pins are tough.
Yeah.
But the reason he was able to do that was it was not updated.
Yes. No doubt they have changed.
Yes,
Yes.
they have.
Changed the firmware to prevent that in the future, don't they?
Oh, they have.
Oh, yeah.
It takes like the first one, you can try about 3 or 4 times, and then after that, it takes a week, then 2 weeks,
Oh.
and then a month.
You mean after you
Failed to
so many
access it.
Yeah.
so many wrong guesses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets, we've got one now, I think that's up to a month,
Oh,
2 months.
easy, that's
Yeah.
my bad.
Do you forget your PIN
It
and
is.
you just, oh.
it happened to me.
We actually have a guy right now, a client of ours, he's been trying to hack it for a long time. He's going to a hypnotist
Oh,
to
no.
try and get,
Oh,
because
geez.
he's got just over a Bitcoin on there.
That's
And you know,
good.
single dad, he can use it,
can't
right?
remember.
He can't remember it, so,
Shit.
yeah. So, actually,
And he doesn't have the word seed.
he doesn't have the word seed.
Oh, oh.
So,
So if he doesn't get the pins, it's
Andre,
16.
if he can't find it through a hypnotist, I'll send him your way.
And by the way, after 16 tries on the Trezor, it erases itself. So you get 16 tries, that's it, and then it's erased and it's gone forever. If you don't have the word
If you
seed,
don't have the word
if
seed.
you just have your pin, you have the device, you got 16 tries and then it's gone forever.
Okay, so this is basically an old phone of mine that I'm just using particularly for Exodus. This right now is showing that NFTs will be gone off the device. So basically, the presentation that I showed you, this is the exact wallet that shows each of the portfolios.
It is.
So if I go into here, it'll show me all of the different devices. So if someone wants to send me coins to Geneva as an example, right? Bitcoin, there's my address. So you can receive from any one of the Trezor addresses that you've sent up, any of the coins that Trezor holds, you'll be able to receive without actually plugging in a Trezor ever again. And the only way to spend after that would be to use your laptop that Exodus resides in. And that could be locked away and you could just be using this.
Oh, yes, so they talk.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I didn't know that, okay.
Yes. So once you're set up with your phone, all you need is the phone. And the laptop, you can lock it away as well as your Trezor and not have to do anything with that. So if we go back into as an example, if we go back into Cabo San Lucas and we want to send Litecoin, right at the bottom of the screen is a send button to any of the wallets that reside on your Exodus account. So if we click on that, it'll show, right now it's showing Venice. If I click on Venice, I can click on any one of these. So if I click on Tokyo right now, and we enter an amount, and transfer, we've just sent money to Tokyo. So that now will show up in our Tokyo Trezor, which we have no access to because it's in Tokyo.
Okay, yes. Interesting idea.
I don't quite understand that. I thought you were just giving them names of
What?
cities.
They aren't just names.
They are
They are
just
just
names.
names.
Okay, so then why can't you go in?
Well, you can if you have access to the wallet.
But you don't.
But that particular, you're saying that.
I can't access Trezor from here.
You can just look at it.
Trezor, you have to have it hooked into a computer. It's a USB device.
But you went into San Lucas,
I can send.
but you can't review.
I can't receive. I could review everything that's in there.
So, but if Tokyo received the funds,
It'll show, it will show.
It's already received.
Yeah.
The funds.
It takes
Funds are
it-
now there.
There it is.
okay.
So you can't see it, but you didn't have to open up your Trezors, what he's saying, to do the whole
Oh,
transfer.
I thought you meant.
He's
Once
doing
you
it
have
through
the
Exodus.
keys, the seed, you could wipe your Trezor clean. If you're just doing saving and nothing more than saving to specific accounts, you have full access with Exodus to handle all the accounts. When you want to retrieve the money 5 years from now, 2 years from now, or tomorrow, all you have to do is reseed this to Tokyo, plug it in there, and you're good to go. You could spend the money, whatever's in it. Without having the Trezor, without having the seed, no one can touch that.
Okay, I guess so what you've done is you have a single Trezor.
Yes.
You create a wallet on it, you put a bunch of coin on it, you.
You don't need to
No,
put
no,
any coin on.
No, but you're doing that through Exodus.
Yes.
So you transfer the coin from Exodus to that wallet. So once that's done, it exists in
On the
Exodus.
blockchain.
Then you can wipe that Then you can wipe that Trezor, can't you?
As soon as you have the seed,
Yeah.
right,
Yes.
written
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and plug it in to your Exodus,
Yeah.
it'll read, it'll see that you have a new Trezor on there.
Yep.
And then once you link them,
Yep.
you could wipe this.
Then you wipe it. Then you could create a new wallet on the Trezor again.
Yes.
New seed.
Yes,
Create a whole, create Geneva.
yes,
Put a bunch of, connect that to the Exodus.
yes.
Transfer some coin onto that. You've got some coin in Geneva. Once that's done, you can disconnect that and wipe that wallet again. So you've got effectively two Trezors set up that don't exist anymore because you wiped them.
Right.
But if you want to go and retrieve the funds, then you recreate that.
You reseed
You
it,
reseed it.
yes.
But you have
So
the
you-
seed already.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So you can use the one Trezor and have a bunch of different accounts that you only with one Trezor, and you just reseed it to
Yeah,
get
so,
access to that stuff.
I mean, if you're doing anything with 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 your family as an example, if you want to share funds, you could set up a Trezor for each of them.
Yeah, but so each member of the family has a Trezor then?
Yes.
Yes.
So what you're able to do is send to it, you can never spend. So
You need a Trezor to spend.
after death, as an example, everybody would get their seed. And then from there, they've got their inheritance.
That's really what all they need is the
So,
seed.
so what you've done here is you just have, it's not like you have 5 Trezors set up. You have one Trezor that you set up different accounts with different seeds.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can access all of them through Exodus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can,
Which I'm doing
you
right
just use
now.
one Trezor.
So every time you
Do I need
create
help?
a
I don't
new,
know, I don't think so.
Not yet.
Gotta call it
Maybe soon.
every time you're creating a new account, does the Trezor give you new seeds itself, or you have to come up with yourself?
No, it will always give you
New
a new
word.
seed,
New
yes.
seed.
But not for, like, when you first sign on to your Trezor and you get your word seed, that's your word seed forever and ever and ever. When you create different accounts, like if you create Marco, Gina, Stacy, Ryan, all of those don't have their own word seed. It's
Yes.
one main word seed.
No.
All of them have their own word seed?
Yes.
Every time you wipe a Trezor,
Only, no, she's right and you're right. You're both right. Because what she's talking about is you can have one Trezor with one word seed and you can create multiple accounts. And that's
You
normal.
can do that too.
What Wayne's talking about is you wipe the Trezor every time.
Oh, I
And
see.
you create a
Okay.
brand new word seed.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah, and then everybody.
So you can use the same Trezor, but you can't access that through your Trezor. Once you
Yes.
wipe it, you can just see it, but you can't access it. You would have to refresh your Trezor by putting those
Re-enter the
word
old
seeds
seed
in.
again.
Yes.
Now, if your treasure failed and you got a different treasure, can you put that old
Yes.
word seed on the
Yes.
new treasure?
Yes.
yeah, so if you lose your Trezor, and like as long as you have the word seed, you just buy another Trezor and recreate the word seed and you're good to go. You do not need the PIN. PIN is irrelevant. The PIN is only relevant once you have your word seed and you have the Trezor live. If it is wiped, the only thing you need, the only thing you will ever need is a word seed.
With every new wallet, when you start up for the first time, you ask 2 questions. Restore an old one or create a new one.
Right.
So,
Correct.
Well, that's good.
A couple of minutes each in the really.
Yvonne has a question.
Yes.
So if the wallet on here can be hacked, can the Trezor part of it be hacked?
No. They have to have the word seed. And
So they could just look at it too?
they can only look at it. So, yeah. That's it. So with any of them that you go in, you can choose whatever coins you want to receive. So right here is USD coin. If you want to receive USD coin, oh yeah, okay. I understand. Yes.
So, thank you very much, Wayne. Very good presentation.
Good job, man.
I hear this thing called Bitcoin, it's making quite a dent. Makes a poor old loony worth less than a cent. We never saw this coming back in 2009.